Good morning, traders. So we are still trading the Bill Williams, and we are looking at the Dow Jones. So as expected yesterday, the trend is firmly down, and we did bounce off the level, and I'll give those levels to you now, but just show you again how we pick up those levels. There is my inside tail, my previous swing low. Here is my previous swing low, it's inside tail. Both of them are fractals. Okay, and then you can see then there's a third one over there. This is off the daily, right? So we were rallying yesterday quite significantly, actually, because if you look at how far we rallied, that was our open. We went all the way up a good 400 points to the upside. Okay, and you can see there is an inside tail sitting right here. Okay, so what I like to do is I go to the 4-hour and I now look at those levels that we've drawn in and see, okay, so this is the first level, which was tagged the day before yesterday. And I look at the oscillator. Oscillator is grouping nicely to the upside, but I look for a 4-hour fractal, which is an inside tail, and there it is there. So I'll just adjust the daily down onto that level there. This one would adjust to that level. There's a fractal level there. There's a fractal level there. And look what happened. Okay, so that was my entry short. Okay, as I said yesterday, looking for a decent pullback into a level. There's my level short, and look at the reward that we got. Okay, now I just want to come back to the weekly quickly, because we are in a very significant area here. What I was looking for was pretty much, that was a target area there, and my other target area was just above where price is at the moment, because that is my next inside tail. This bar here made these inside tails, okay, and pick it up off the fractal. There it is there. So there's no other inside tail beyond that one. That's not an inside tail, but that one is, because this bar extends below it. So if you come to the 4-hour now, you'll see where your entry was, okay, and your first area to take profit would have been here, and you can see, we'll look at the low time frames, but it basically rallied past that and straight onto the level before the buyer stepped in, and you can see that's where the buyer stepped in. Okay, so the concern I have at the moment is we are now firmly in oversold territory on the daily. Okay, there we are there. I think we're there on the weekly as well. Yes, we are. Okay, and on the monthly, we're in oversold territory as well. So for me, this is not an area that I want to be looking for shorts at the moment. Again, standard rule applies. Wait for the pullback, wait for a consolidation, then look for the shorts. Okay, so if you got this trade, yeah, there were people that got a nice 400-point ride up and were quite happy with it. But guess what? I got a 700-point ride down. So, yeah, win some, lose some. You could have played the up as well. It's just not my style to go against the trend. Okay, so here we are here on the hour, and you can see we did break above a level here, but basically just tag the very next level, and you can see how it lines up with inside bars on the hour as well. And that was that. Clearly the market didn't like what they saw. And last thing I want to point out is if you look at the oscillator here on the 4-hour grouped up here, that was your warning, still below the alligator. That was your warning to get back in short, and it tidied up pretty well. I think the other thing that for me is fairly significant was that, and if I go to the hour, so that was the downward trend line, okay, and you can see how we had the downward trend line and we had a level all pretty much in the same area, and we moved to the downside. Okay, so that short move has played out. I don't see another short at this level where we are now. It may still meander to the downside a little bit. Okay, so let's just go back and pick up a level. It sort of may meander ever so slightly. Well, next most logical level would be there. But if you look at this, this is fairly significant, this area that we're in now. So, a break below this and a lower close, I'm just going to move, I want one of these higher ones there. Right, so that's my swing low. Okay, it's my last line of defense, and you can see we have tagged it already. So if we do break below that, I'd expect us to come down to 22,540 before a bit of a bounce back up to the upside. Okay, so everything to me at the moment is indicating danger zone. It is oversold, horribly oversold in all time frames, and normally when this happens, there is some value going to be seen somewhere along the line, or some politician is going to try and rectify things. But let's leave that as it is for now. So we could see a double bottom brewing here, or we could see a second move brewing. So I think the whole point of this is the level you need to watch for at the moment is 23,158. Okay, break below that, we could see us come down to 22,941. But if you are still short, just move your stop below the swing low. I would take some profit as well, because I don't really trust this level that we're at. It's quite a strong level. Okay, so yeah, I don't see a reason for a long just yet, and I'm also a little bit skeptical about holding on to any shorts at the moment. This has been a very strong move. You're talking good 760 odd points at the moment. So, and we're on a big level. So for me at the moment, there's no real trade. Could be a little bit more consolidation. If I look at the 6 minutes, give us an indication of what's going on at the moment. Nothing really serious. I mean, look at even the 6 minutes is grouped to downside. So, yeah, for me, I would wait maybe for a retest of 25520, okay, or even come and retest this level here. I don't know why that is a level, but there must be a reason for it. That doesn't line up. That doesn't line up. Okay. So that's kind of what I would expect. I would expect a retest higher. But anyway, the standard rule applies. The trend is down. I now wait for a pullback, and then we will get in shorts again. But for now, there's no signal of a long, and there's no signal. And if it is a signal of a long that comes up, it's going to be a scalp. Okay, so I would pretty much only target wherever I get an sort of price action telling me for a long. My target to the long side would be around 23,470. Okay, so yeah, nothing really on the chart at the moment that I can see at this stage. Could be a long brewing, but I'm going to need a bit of confirmation before I jump into that. And I think the confirmation for me would be something similar to what we saw here at the close, but that was clearly just people taking profit on their shorts. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I have at the moment. Trend is down; it's very firmly down. So any long that you do take is going to be a short-term scalp. And if you do want to take longs, you want to take it off levels that are significant. Okay, and I see that this fell just a couple of pips short of the previous swing low, although it's not an inside tail, so I don't tend to regard them with much, but that could end up being a double bottom on the monthly, I think, or a double top neckline. So anyway, that's kind of what I see. And if you just look down here, there is absolutely nothing to hold up price. Now, I think your next level is all the way down here at 21,171. And then you have that level, which is around 18,660. So yeah, this is not looking very positive for the US markets. But anyway, so my advice to you this morning on the Dow is if you didn't manage to get this short, don't try and chase it at the moment. The area that we're in is way too dangerous for that. I'd rather sit on my hands and wait for some kind of price action that's either going to tell us a bit of a rally, okay? And if we get a bit of a rally, then ride the rally up. Or alternatively, it could just be a bit of consolidation. So then you can trade it within the consolidation. So in other words, it formed a range here. But yeah, I think that's kind of my view of this at the moment. I'd be pretty tempted to look for a long of 23,158 area. Okay, but I would also be tempted with it, and I would keep a very tight stop. And when I say tight stop, probably about 30 to 40 point stop loss. Okay, but there's nothing here telling me that there is a long brewing, so don't assume that I'm saying going long. So what I'm really saying is take profit on your short and wait for price action to indicate that we are now going to try and move to the upside. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me. And I think the critical area that you want to watch, if that ties up on the 4 hour, okay, so there's two, there's one. Let's move that one down as well. So these are the two areas that I'll be interested in shorting again. Okay, so it is going to be 23,475 and 23,522. Those are the two areas that I would be interested in shorting, and I'd like to see the Williams percentage on the 4 hour back in the sell zone before I look at that short. Okay, so if you do get price action for a long, then that's your target area as well. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for today. I'll be watching this pretty closely because everything is very overbought. Oversold. I'm on all time frames, so I am expecting buyers to step in somewhere along the line. But the question is whether it's going to be here or whether we're going to push it down to the next level. Okay, and the next level is 22,940. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for me today. Pay attention, watch very carefully, keep those stops really tight. It could bounce off this level, but it could, the bulls could just throw in the towel and just let it fall until they see some value somewhere along the line. Okay, so that's it for me. Hope it helps. Hope you managed to get that short from yesterday, and we will catch you later. Cheers for now.